Welcome to Women's History Month. I am Sisters in Smoke, and today we are talking to your photographer's favorite photographer, Jay Calvino from Cigar Snob. Welcome, Jay Calvino.
Woo, hello. I love
Uh,
being on this show.
Thank you. It's wonderful to have you. Now, I do want to set the record straight. Everybody in the industry calls you Jay Calvino. We know you when we see you. But please, can you please tell me how to pronounce your name?
Yamilet.
Jamilet.
And for short, Yami.
Yami. Okay, so for everybody out there, okay, every time I'm with you in the background, everybody pronounces your name 18 ways. And then I realize, do I know how to pronounce my friend's name?
I like that. So
Yeah,
easy, Yami.
yummy.
Yami?
Yummy.
That's
Okay.
it. Like
Okay.
yummy, yummy. No, Yami.
You would not be walking around talking about yummy, yummy.
No. But you see, it's an easy way to remember it,
That's true. I
right?
love that.
Yeah.
So
So
everyone knows that you wear many hats. That the
yes.
goal that when we see you is to document the experience of whatever cigar party, social panel that we're at. But what is your official title and responsibility for Cigar Snob?
So director of public relations, that's like the main one,
Hmm.
photographer.
Yeah.
I do also help out Ivan with like the photo shoots. And for the fun and giggles, I am the official Cuban coffee maker and warehouse manager because I am
Okay.
in charge of the warehouse.
See, I knew it. So you come from a very involved and
Yes,
festive family. How many family members are employed at Cigar Snob?
it's four.
Four.
My,
Okay.
my brother Eric, my dad Oscar, Ivan, which he is like a brother. I mean, he's known my brother since the seventh grade.
Wow.
So he's like a brother from another mother. And then everybody else that works here, we consider them family to the point where
Absolutely.
they can come over and have, family dinners if they want to or whatever.
Okay.
But really, really it's four. My dad, my brother Eric, Ivan, and I.
And so what does your dad do?
My dad does all of the accounting.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in charge and maybe some sales. Not so much anymore, but mainly accounting.
Okay. And okay, so and how did your family and yourself get into magazine publishing? Because I know that you used to do a couple of things before Cigar Snob.
A nurse.
You were a nurse.
I was a nurse. But in 2005, my dad and my brother decide to open up like an online retail store.
Okay.
So they open that, and then he starts working like on a catalog to make it easy for the people. And that idea went from that to a magazine. And that was 2006. The magazine started here in South Florida mainly. And then I would go to events because Eric, the photographer that we had, was like, I can't go out. I can't show up. So Eric called me and he's like, hey, can you come and take pictures at this event? And I said, sure. I go, grab my camera. I had done photography classes. So I go and I do the pictures. The next day, he's like, hey, the photographer can't show up again. Can you come again? I was like, oh, great. Now what? So I would do nursing during the day and at night I would go to events. And then since I was my nursing, like I had like a flexible
Hmm.
schedule, I would go to IPCPR or uh, PCA now.
Hmm.
I would do the festivals. I would do so many things. There was days that I was like, "You're gonna have to give me like a helicopter." Well, look at this past week. We were Pro Cigar.
Yep.
Pro Cigar ended Friday, and Saturday we have the Great Smoke, right? So it gets to a
Right.
point where it's so many of them. So that's how I ended up taking pictures and being a photographer for Cigar Snob.
So then
Which
Eric had
I
Eric
love.
had to buy Eric had to buy you out of your nursing contract to
Oh,
get you
so
full
10
time.
years? Yeah, so 10 years ago, he's like, "Hey, are you done with nursing?" I said, I could be. It's so much paperwork and whatnot." And then that's it. The rest is history. Now I'm partying it up.
That we are partying it up.
For sure. We're
Can
enjoying
you
it.
100%. And so when you're going to these events, can you walk us through your process for capturing these images? And do you have any particular equipment that you like to use?
I really don't. I like my little camera, right? It's my Sony Alpha, and then I take my camera, my cell phone, just to have my selfies, right? And then a backup just in case. But I always keep in mind what's important about the event
Hmm.
and what's the most important thing to capture, right? But other than that, that's all I use, like that camera, which works really good.
Speaking of, because everybody knows, and if they don't, I'm gonna give you a second name, okay? You are every photographer's favorite photographer, but you are also the
The what?
did you get I wasn't ready. You're also the selfie queen. Okay. Okay. You have to tell everyone what the most famous selfie you've ever taken in this industry. Who's in it and where was it?
I don't think I have like a famous. I mean, really, everybody in the industry is famous if you come to think about it, right?
Hmm.
No, my favorite.
I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean, they're all famous one way or another. Like in our industry, I mean, I wish I would have gotten some of the old guys that I didn't get to meet.
Okay.
That would have been really cool. But my favorite selfies are my family because they're my number one. And
Hmm.
you never know what's gonna happen in those pictures because they're all jokers and they like grab their butt or pinch each other or tickle each other. And it's like you never know. But that's my favorite selfies. My friends, my family.
Hmm.
But other than that, I don't
I
know.
mean, I've managed to see you get at least no less than three industry greats in one selfie alone.
Yeah.
I might be like in one, like
Yeah.
one,
I
like
I think they like it. I think they like, they'll like pose and they'll be like, okay, come on, let's take it. And I'm like, okay, they're waiting for my selfie. So I mean, I think I take it for granted. Maybe. Right?
mhm, just a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
people will be like, "Oh my god, I wanna take a picture with, I don't know, any of them, Calito or Lito," or I mean, I'm naming these guys because 'cause they're the ones we just spent the week with, right? But
correct.
it could be any of them. AJ, everybody I have a guy I work out with, he likes AJ, and he that's all he smokes, AJ. So I'm sure he would love to be in a picture with AJ, right?
Right. I think
So
I,
we
I think I think you know someone that can make it happen.
right? So yeah, I mean, for us, it's like we take it for granted because we can them at any time. As a matter of fact, we'll be with them at the end of the month, right?
Again, turn
Ag-
around.
Again, you
Again.
want it again? You like that?
So as the most recognizable and beloved photographer in the industry, talk to me about how you've built with
Trust.
trust with these industry giants to get them to sit still, stand still, because we both know at PCA, Hero Sabor, Pro Cigar, getting everyone to stand still, to take a photo, to look into your lens. How do you get people to do that for you? Because I've seen them not do it. I've seen I've seen some
Oh,
people silently walk into the
oh,
dress.
wait. Yeah, it's funny. When I started 18 years ago, right? Because our magazine's going to be 18 years ago now. It was so hard for me to get their attention, and
Mhm,
it got to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to take these pictures, because you're like intimidated by them. But
mhm,
now, I don't know. I mean, I'll scream at them, "Hey, hey, look at me," and they just look at me, right? So I also kind of give them their time because if they're talking to somebody or I don't interrupt them either. You got to be polite, and I think maybe that's why they show up. Maybe that's why they're like, okay, she doesn't just come in and take this picture.
right.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's a good question to ask them.
Yeah, so
That
you
or they
go,
want to be in the magazine,
hey, everybody
or
wants to make the magazine, okay?
yeah, or Instagram.
Hey, let me tell you something. Okay, so for anyone that has not picked up Cigar Snob, if you pick it up, okay, so this is what I do. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just, hey, I'm just gonna be honest. When I pick up a Cigar Snob magazine, I read it from the back to the front. Right?
Mm,
I go to the back
to the events.
to check out. No, I don't call it the events page. I call it the Cigar Hall of Fame.
Oh, I like that.
Right? Like that's what I call it. When people see Jay Calvino, it increases their opportunity to be published. I'm just gonna,
Mm.
right?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
that's funny.
is it not true?
It is. It is. It is true. It
So
is. They're like,
next,
"Oh, come out. I want to come out.
hey, 100%. So then what's the most challenging aspect of shooting a cigar event?
The most challenging.
Hmm.
When I'm tired. When I'm tired and I don't want to go. That's hard sometimes because sometimes I'll be working all day and I have to go to an event and I don't feel like it. But once I get dressed up and put on my earrings and get kind of cute, I'm
Hmm.
ready to go. And once I'm there, I don't want to leave. Like I'll make the best of it.
100%.
100%. But I think that's like the worst part, right? Like, when you're sick or like last year I was super sick at Pro Cigar and I made it happen. I would take naps and when you don't
Mhm.
feel good or you're tired, I think that's like the big challenge. Other than that, I'm good.
Is there anyone in this industry that you have not photographed that's on your bucket list? Or better yet, who's on your bucket list that you have not photographed, that
In this
you've not laid your eyes on?
in this industry, I don't know, but I would love to do a selfie with Luke Bryan because he is in the cigar industry, right? He has a shop. And
Oh,
I like a country.
the country singer, Luke
I
Bryan?
Yes, I am a super country girl. A Cuban.
A super country
Cuban
Cuban cowgirl.
lover, yes.
Okay.
That's all I listen to. So if anything, I would love to have like a selfie with him because then it'll be like music and cigar because he's got a cigar shop, right?
I did not know that. Where is it? Where's the cigar shop?
Sure Thing Cigars. He's actually opening up a second one, but it's up in Florida, all the way in the top. But I can't tell you exactly where. I should
Hmm,
know this. I should know this. Hmm.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So let's circle back around to uh, the magazine. So Cigar Snob is known for their covers. They are known for the beautiful women that they select to portray an experience, right? Like the beauty behind you,
Hmm.
right? What's the inspiration behind the magazine covers? And how did the concept of women smoking cigars on the cover come about?
So the magazine first started with a brandy glass with three cigars in it. That didn't go very well. Then the second issue was Arturo Sandoval, the world famous trumpet player.
Hmm.
He was on the cover. That did better. And then the third one, the guys came up with, let's do a model and see what happens. And so they did that and it took off. And so it's worked. Um, I mean, they go through model agencies and, usually they're girls that are model, like they're not like picked up from the street. Um, yeah, but that's their thing, That's Ivan and Eric's
Mhm.
thing. That's how they got started anyway.
So I took a poll. I took a
Okay.
poll, and everybody wants to know: do any of the models on your cover actually smoke cigars?
You'll be surprised. Some do.
Some do.
Some
Okay.
some do because they've smoked other things. They've had a neighbor. They've had a boyfriend.
Mhm.
Some have, and a lot of them at the end of the photo shoot want to smoke, and we have to be like, "Whoa, let's do this towards the end. We don't want you to get sick," you know. So a lot of them at the end of they see me smoking, and they're like, you look kind of cool. I want to try that out." you
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
So
it's pretty
so
interesting.
so what does it ever occur to you to have them smoke during the photo shoot?
we've
Yeah.
had them.
Does it translate to the photo like that you think
Sometimes,
will work or no?
yeah, sometimes they do work. Like, we did a photo shoot. I can't remember what issue or what year. And it was at the Dominican Republic. And I don't know if
Okay.
it was because we were in in the Fuente factory and the music and the this. Everybody wanted to smoke. The
Mhm.
hair and makeup, the stylist, everybody wanted to smoke. So that was really cool. So I think
Nice.
it has a lot to do with like the ambience, I think, right?
Okay.
That they end up wanting to smoke.
Hmm. So, aside from the jazz player, have you guys ever put a brand owner, a manufacturer on the cover?
No,
No. Why
no.
not? Or would you consider doing that
I
in the
gotta
future?
I would have to ask Eric or Ivan, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a special, I don't think we would change our format because it works. People like it. Guys like it.
Guys do like it.
Yeah. There might be a few that'll be like, "Oh, I don't want that," but for the most part, they enjoy it.
Okay. So, Cigar as a magazine, right? You guys also produce a top cigar list every year.
Yep.
What is the selection process like? Because like this is always the conversation every year.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're like, these are the top 10. How do you guys select the cigars for that list?
We start off with everything that's 91 and above
Okay.
throughout the year. I make this list every time the magazine, once we publish the magazine for whatever issue, I put it in a database with the ratings. That list I pass out, and then I from 91 and higher, it starts getting smoked again. No limited edition cigars.
No limited edition
No limited,
cigars.
no, because then you might not be able to get it. We want to make sure that our top
Mm,
25 cigars are cigars that our readers can get. And then
yeah.
if the new releases, they get bumped up, right? Because they're
Okay.
new releases, so they have like a better chance of if there's good smoke. And they could get smoked and smoked and smoked till they finally come up to the top 25, and then the top five is probably one of the hardest.
Okay.
And we have
I'm
five
gonna ask
panels.
I'm gonna ask you a semi-controversial question. How much does it matter if there's an advertisement? How much weight does an advertisement in a magazine play in the selection of that cigar in your top list?
It does not at all. As a matter of fact, I'm smoking compromiso, right?
Compromisa. Oh,
Yeah,
Christmas saga.
there you go. So, if they're a good cigar, like when we had Sin Compromiso, I don't remember which one we had. But anyways, Steve Saka did not advertise in our magazine, and he came out number one and cigar of the year.
Wow.
And after that, we have him now as a advertiser, right? But
Okay.
he would tell you straight out, he did not spend not one dime in our magazine.
Nice.
So yeah, we really that has nothing to do with it. I mean, you can look at the top 25, and there's people that do not advertise that will be on there. They're a good cigar. They're a good cigar.
Do you guys smoke also boutique cigars? Do you like what
Yeah,
is
yeah. As long as you can get them right.
this is true? Because there's
But
a lot of talk about boutique cigars who maybe never make the list or you don't know exist, or that come out in the year that is up for selection that people never see. How do you get your hands on cigars that you haven't smoked in order to be considered for that list?
how do you send
Mhm.
them in? Send them
Send them
in.
in.
It's that simple. Send them in to us. Reach out. Tell us what you want to send out. And you got to send 5 to 6 cigars. That's
5 to 6
easy.
cigars.
Very simple.
You hear that, guys?
And if it's good, and as long as people can get them, okay? As long
Correct.
as you have 50 retail shops that people could get them, we'll rate them.
All right,
Obviously, if
guys.
it's below 87 or 88, we won't put it on there because then,
Got you.
that's not fair.
All right, you heard it. You heard it. You heard it. Okay, you send 5 to 6 cigars a piece. You
Yep.
send your information,
Jay
and
Calvino at cigarsnobmag.com.
all
Email
right.
me, send you the address, and send them in. And
So
and you'll be on the unboxing videos.
what's the one piece of advice from somebody in this industry that they shared with you? Something that you haven't told anybody before.
Okay, I don't have anything that nobody's like. I haven't told anybody, but this one's really good. Villiger, Renee from Villiger. I was at Pro Cigar at the beginning. And I get sick, and he said, "Hold on, I'm bringing you a brownie." And I was like, "A brownie?" I was like, "Really?" Sure enough, I ate the brownie, maybe even half of it, because I'm not a sweets person. I ate half of the brownie, and
Mhm.
I felt good just like that. But I give that advice to everyone, especially new smokers and women. I'm like, listen, if you feel bad, Oreo cookie. We were in New Orleans one time.
Now, what kind of brown? Hold on. What kind
A
of brownie?
regular
What
sugar
kind?
brownie. No, a chocolate brownie. No, no,
What?
no, nothing. Just a regular brownie. Sugar,
Okay.
cookies,
Okay. Sugar. Okay.
sugar,
Not.
sugar,
Okay.
sugar. Na na
Not.
na na.
Not. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
No. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, no, no,
Okay.
no.
Sugar, guys.
We were at
Sugar.
a cigar party, okay, at a festival, and he went to the dessert table.
I just making. I just making sure he didn't pull the brownie out of his bag. And so I
No,
was.
no. I love that. No, but yeah. So I think everybody should know this, especially like when you're at the beginning, right? And you grab a cigar that's really strong and you start feeling bad, put it down, get some sugar, and it's really good. You'll be feeling like new, and you'll smoke another cigar right after it. I
Sure.
promise, because I did.
Thank you. Thank you for Renee from Village.
Mm,
I had questions.
that's funny.
It's like, wait. Oh. Okay. So as a photographer, right? So we just got back from Pro Cigar, and over my 5 years from going every year, I noticed that there are more photographers, more people with cameras, videos than there ever was before.
Yeah.
What key lessons have you learned over the course of your career that would be valuable to share in a space where you see a growing photographer demographic?
I think it's respect each other, stay out of each other's way, let them take their picture, or and then once they have it, you can jump in there and get their attention, or don't move, don't. I always do that. Don't move. I need it, look at me. So I think that's one of, respect for one another. We're all doing the same thing. We're covering an event, to promote it, or just to show people what a great time, and just respect each other.
100%. Now, let's get a little personal.
Uh-oh.
When people see you, you're dancing.
Yeah.
How often do you go dancing?
I really do not go dancing often. No. But look, last night I danced. It was my mom's birthday. We had music and we
Happy
were
birthday,
dancing.
mom.
Yeah, there
Mhm,
was like five of us, but we were dancing. So
mhm.
I, as long as there's music, I'm dancing. So
You're a really good dancer.
thank you. Oh, my husband's a better dancer. He's showed me my moves.
Hey, husband.
So yeah, but going out dancing, we never say, "Oh, let's go dancing."
Mhm.
That's never a thing. We might go to like a local cigar shop, like Tabacon, or you know, one of those that has music, and then we'll dance. But
So
going out, no, never.
you'll dance anywhere as long as
Eh,
there's music. You're on the
Anywhere,
floor.
anywhere. As a matter of fact, I'm looking for a place for Saturday to go have dinner with mom, but we have to make sure it has music.
It's key, especially hanging out with you. I've learned my lesson. I must learn the songs and I must learn the moves. Okay? In order to keep up with you, I must do these two things.
I love it.
Now I know everybody loves to ask, "What's your favorite cigar? What's your favorite cigar?" But I personally love this question better. If when you travel,
Yeah.
what three cigars do you bring with you?
So when I travel, I respect where we're going. If it's Dominican, I will bring Dominican cigars. Whatever I have in my humidor or here in the office, we have a lot of cigars. So if I'm going to Nicaragua, it's the same thing. I mean, I try to, you know, just like when I go to an event, I buy my cigars of whoever is there, support them and respect them, you know? I won't bring Nicaragua cigars to Dominican or, you can't do that. And if I travel somewhere like on vacation,
Mhm.
I won't bring 3. I gotta bring a lot more.
Well, well, I know that, but give me three brands that you would take with you. Like for instance, when I travel, there are at least three brands that I take on purpose. Like those fail safe. I don't have to think. I don't have to worry.
Well, it's people know I like Oliva cigars, right?
Ah,
Or
yes.
they're you know what? Or it's easy, like, they always give me cigars, so I always have that.
And
Um,
those are really hard cigars to get for free at a trade show. Okay.
well, I know some people.
You know some people. I'm gonna go with you next time.
Yeah, yeah.
Walk me over.
Well, but, like, they'll visit here and they'll give me cigars, so it depends. I mean, but I can't give you, like, my father, Davidoff,
Mhm.
you know, um if I go to Tampa, I usually do Fuente because you know, we usually hang out with Liana, so I'm not gonna smoke something else around her.
Of course.
Um, but I like a lot of them. I mean, it really, 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 it comes down to what I have in the humidor.
Okay.
Seriously.
So I'll do you one better. If
Huh?
someone gives you a cigar,
Hmm.
what would it be and what size would you prefer?
I like Coronas. I love this cigar, by the way. I like Coronas and Lanceros. What's your favorite size? I'm gonna ask you a
Mm.
question.
Oh, okay. My favorite size cigar, I fluctuate between Churchill
Oh, you got a lot of
and
smoke.
and a Corona. Yeah. I mean lately, yes. I
Yeah,
didn't before, but lately the cigars that have been coming out, the Churchill has been knocking it out the park for me.
good. Might
Yeah.
have to get some here to find where the Churchills are at.
Who is Yami when she isn't snapping pictures?
That's a funny question. I mean, when I first thought about this, I was like, who is she? And I asked Eric, and he's like, that person doesn't exist. I am always taking pictures. Always.
I told you,
People
selfie
invite me.
queen.
I think people invite me to parties so that they can have pictures. If I am away, like at a family gathering, and I am wherever, they're like, we didn't get pictures. I was like, you didn't get pictures? It was my nephew's birthday. Or my niece's. No, we didn't take pictures. You weren't here. It's like, really? So
No way.
depend on me. So yeah, I'm a photographer 24/7. Other than that, I'm a family person. If that's what you wanted to hear, is that what you wanted?
No, I'm waiting on my adoption papers anytime.
Whenever you want them, baby. Just come down. Come to Miami. A little warm. We'll be at the beach every weekend. You gotta come down. Anyways, yeah, other than that, I love the ocean. If I could be by the water every day, I would. That's like my relaxing, um, like that's like where I feel the most. Like on the weekends, I tell my husband, I'm like, can we go like sit at a restaurant by the water, just to get that, But other than that, I'm family yummy.
Family Yami.
Yep. And doing events.
Yes. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Where do you see Cigar Snob in 3 years?
Better than ever.
Better
Uh,
than ever.
yeah. Growing and growing and Our digital content's getting a lot better right now. Like we just got a rock star who got hired, and she's keeping our everything digital, up to date, very quick. So I think in that aspect, we're growing.
Mhm.
And just the magazine, hopefully we can print it internationally. That way I don't have
Wow.
to ship from here. That would be great.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I would like to see that from here to 3 years. I mean, we're
Yeah.
already going into tobacco, so why not go over there and take over? No.
Why not? Don't,
Right?
don't tell anybody. But we're telling everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you never know.
This is true.
We're always trying to get better with time. Like, things change,
Mhm.
Still people like to see the magazine printed, and I
Mhm.
think it goes a long way, right? A cigar, it could be in a cigar shop, or you can have it and you're like, oh, here, check this out. So it goes a long way in a printed, right? Printed issue. Whereas in online, only you get to see it, right?
Yes.
And I think printed will still be around in 3 years because people really enjoy it. We got a
You
lot of
think so?
subscribers. Oh yeah, my s-
I was
my
gonna ask you, how do you where do you see
my subscription,
magazine publishing
my
and
subscription,
subscriptions?
I deal with that as well.
Mhm.
And when I got back from DR, it took me a lot to get my list updated because subscriptions are it's crazy.
That's very good to hear because,
Yeah.
we live in that social
Mm-hmm.
like marketing has moved from television, which we're still in,
Yep.
magazine, social, PR, all those kinds of things. And a lot of people really do believe that in 5 years or less that magazines could possibly be obsolete. And if that were the case, I'm not
I don't
saying it
think.
is, because if that were the case,
Yeah.
how would Cigar Snob transition into that new that new
Oh,
year of
we're
publication?
ready for whatever comes. Our team's
Yeah.
ready.
Ready.
The way I see it, not them, or I still see how people want the actual printed magazine. They enjoy
Nice.
it. I mean, I don't know how many magazines we took on Saturday to the Great Smoke. They were gone before I even knew it. And this is a place where we go every year, right? And they're coming from all over,
Yeah.
so they want the magazine. So
I mean, I want it because I want to flip to the back and see if I made it. See
well,
if I made it to the
I'm
Cigar
sure
Hall of
you'll make
Fame.
it. I'm sure you'll make it this time around. Well, you made it a couple of times, even on the Instagram posts.
Yes, this is true.
Hmm.
By the way, I just want to say thank you to
You're welcome.
you and the Cigar Snob team because
I
you guys put my Sisters in Smoke branch in the Cigar Hall of Fame. And that really meant a lot because I worked really hard for that.
good, good.
And
It looked like a good time. Maybe next time I'll fly out there.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna send you a ticket. I'm gonna send you a plane ticket. Maybe Eric and I can go half. We can go half
Oh,
on
there
the
you
ticket.
go. I love that. Hey, come here, no? Get him in here right now and get this signed.
Hey, okay, it's on film. Okay, I can't take it back.
There you go. Ah, I love it.
Oh, well, thank you, Jaime, for spending time with us. And
I
just as a
loved it.
recap,
I was a little hesitant, right? Like always, I'm a little nervous
that's
and
okay.
I start freaking out, but I'm good. I'm better with the camera. I'm better doing the taking the pictures, filming it, and
Well, it means a lot that you're here because I know that being in front of the camera is not your first choice. And I'm pretty sure that everybody out there that loves you is happy to see you stand in front of the camera and share your story and your family business with everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well,
It really means a lot.
now tell everyone where we can find you and Cigar Style.
Me, Jay Calvino, and cigarsnobmag.com, social media. We have YouTube, Cigar Snob as well. If you want to subscribe to the magazine, it's cigarsnobmag.com, and you can subscribe there for the year. It's $18. Pretty much it. Cigar Snob Mag everywhere, wherever you want. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. And follow us on Facebook because we do the unboxing videos.
Unboxing videos. All right.
People like those things.
They do.
Ah.
All right. Thank you, Jay Calvino.
Thank you. Love you all.
You too.
Love you, baby girl.
Thank you for watching this edition of Women's History Month, sponsored by JR Cigars. See you next week.